Hi folks. Well, here's something I ordered from Lazada. I ordered this cash on delivery, and with shipping it cost me 347 pesos. Anyway, those things are diamond tipped hole saws, and they're for cutting holes in stone or glass or tile, even tile too. And I've had a little bit of experience with those things. Back in the United States, I did some things using those kind of saws, those hole saws. Now, here's something that did come from the United States, and those are airlocks, and you can get those things all kinds of places in the U.S. You can get them online, or if you have in your area a place that sells equipment for making wine and beer, then you can buy these things there, and they're pretty cheap. Usually maybe might cost you a couple of dollars each at most. You can get them cheaper online, and these did come from the U.S. My daughter got them for me when she was in the United States, and we sent them over here. Now, what I'm planning to do with these things is, you see right here, I've got one of my jars, my jars that seals, and I'm planning to put a hole in the top and put an airlock in there, and then I'll have something a little bit smaller and easier to use than my big crock, my big fermenting crock. So I'll be able to make smaller batches of sauerkraut and jardinera and things like that, and I could even, make some small batches of wine and put them in there. Put it in there to let it ferment. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to use these hole saws, because you have to know how to do it. It's there's something you need to do, and I'll show you what that is. So I removed the top from the hardware that attaches it to the rest of the jar. And the important thing you got to do when you're using one of these hole saws is you got to keep it lubricated, because if you don't, you'll wear out that hole saw in a hurry. So I just poured some water in there, some regular tap water, and now I'm going to drill a hole in here, and hopefully I don't crack anything. Now, it is a little bit tricky to get these things started. Okay, I stopped it, and I poured the water out, and then I put some more in there. Let's see if I can do this time. problem. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, I've got it started. There's a groove in there. So once I have that groove, it won't wobble around so much. I want to point out that I'm not pressing very hard at all. I don't want to press hard. Okay, so we're through, and nothing cracked, which is good. So now I'm going to wash this off and I'll show you what we got. So we have a hole in the top here. Now unfortunately it did splinter a little bit up here. Now you could smooth this out with a little sandpaper, some kind of sandpaper, probably, you know, like the aluminum oxide type sandpaper, and smooth it out, but the edges really are not that sharp. Okay, so here it is so far, and I'm happy with it, except for one thing. This the hole is a little bit too big, and even if it wasn't a little bit too big, it still wouldn't be airtight. Now, originally, I thought I'd epoxy the airlock into there, but I've decided to do it a different way, and I have this latex glove here, and I cut off one of the fingers on the glove, and I'm going to wrap it around. I'm going to wrap it around the stem of the airlock. It's not enough. I guess I'll double this up again and then wrap it around again. So that's my plan. That's airtight now, and I think it'll work well. So the next step is to make some sauerkraut, and I'll do that, and I'll make a video about it. It'll be a short video, and I'll show you how well this thing works.